Alright, let's get this going. It'll probably be a short stream because I didn't exactly stream around this time of day, but well, what else? No, actually I do street stream a fair amount during this time of day, but I don't know. I'm anticipating someone else streamer going live soon, and not soon, but perhaps in a couple of hours. And actually, I'm more interested in watching that stream than streaming myself, because look, I don't stream professionally or anything. You know, mostly I do it to pass the time and yap a bit because I gotta do that, right, to maintain semblance of being human. Yeah, so that's that. So today is a bit cooler, which is why I've decided to play a game that's going to be dumping a shit ton of heat into my room, which, and despite outside being like 23 degrees Celsius, my room, interior of my room is hovering around 31 point something to 1.5 ish. I didn't realize how severely dehydrated I am until I started partaking in alcohol yesterday, and then today I woke up with a bit of a headache, which hasn't happened to me for a long time. And usually I drink alcohol, I don't wake up with a headache because I always do a thing where I consume lots and lots of water after a drinking session, and that keeps all the headaches away, because basically a headache comes from dehydration, that's it. And yeah, it's been a while since I had a bit of a headache, and I realized, and I actually drank water after my drinking session, but that wasn't enough, so I was constantly in the state of dehydration, which says a lot. It means I was constantly sweating all the time. I was losing a lot of water without realizing it. Oh yeah, and today of course it's 4th of July, so happy birthday America. I hope you die soon. You've lived far too long. 250 years is far too long of oppressing people around the world. I don't have any nice words to say. No, I'm not going to pretend by not acknowledging this momentous date, because, well, you know, I do. My politics deals with international events, so it's kind of hard to just pretend that America doesn't exist. And it's dishonest as well. So yes, on 4th of July, America's birthday, it exists, and I do not like it. And you can say that America's living rent-free in my head. And I find that comment very funny because, well, the whole point of communism is that at one point we reach a stage of development where we are so abundant when it comes to all kinds of resources like food and housing that we don't have to pay rent. We don't have to spend money to buy houses. So yeah, living rent-free in my head. Well, I want to live rent-free as well. Anyway, let's get to the game. Alright, it's gonna take some time to show up. Na na na. Okay, I've focused on to the game, maybe. Oh, right, I was being stupid. I forgot to change the application that's being captured. Alright, it's not capturing OBS overlay or anything like that, so... Not OBS, sorry, the Steam overlay with all the FPS numbers and everything. I'm still in the monitoring stage. So what I've done recently is... I don't know if I mentioned this, but for this stream, before this stream and after my last stream of this game, what I have done is remove the eco mode. So the CPU is running at its rated 76 watts. PPT. I have also done some like mild PBO. I don't know how to call it. Undervoting. Yeah, the effects achieved is actually very similar to undervoting, so I guess it's fair to call it undervoting. So yeah, -20 on the on all my cores, which means it will lower the energy use. I forgot the explanation, but yeah, basically it'll lower the energy use. And oh, I just noticed the throwing knives on my belt. But yeah, it'll lower the energy use for the CPU, which allows it to boost the clock higher at lower temperatures. Yeah, so it'll still boost to yeah, so yeah, essentially same as Underworld. Basically, it's sort of like it will try to hit certain targets using lower temperature, using less power, and as a result, there's more headroom, so it can boost to a higher clock. Yeah, something like that. And I don't know. I'm not reading anything. I'm just recalling things from my head, and I could get the entire explanation all wrong. In any case, it's an extra 30 something watts, and then you realize that, you know, or rather I realize that I'm running a GPU that nominally has or nominally uses 350 watts. So an extra 30 watts here and there, it's not a big freaking deal. Actually, eco mode, even though it says 45, I think it uses a bit more energy. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so it's 30 or at most 40 watt difference. It's not that big a deal. Yes, the CPU does run hot. I don't deny that, but yeah, it's acceptable. Now, I was hanging around here for some reason. I don't know why. It just got too hot, and I decided that. Oh right, I wanted to. Oh right, I exchanged some stuff to my dear buddy here, whose name I've already forgotten. I'm trying to remember his name. I can talk to him and find out his name, but I'm trying to be nice here. Dervish. Right? Dervish. Yeah, Dervish. As in the Dervish dancers. It's very stereotypical name, but... Oh. So my powerful fan is blowing against me. Might actually be contributing to poor heat dissipation of my ITX PC. So basically, the fans inside the case are trying to pump hot air out of the case, and my powerful fan is just blowing hot air back into the case. Oh well. Oh well. Oopsie, oopsie, right? As they say. Now, Hamid's map. Oh, right, excavation site. I selected that. So the excavation site is here, I think. It's over here. Ah, it's over here, right? It's over here. Might as well do some of these quests to take me outside the city. And that leads deeper in the city. To call button to call my SCC, right? Yeah. I play other Assassin's Creed games and fuck man. Yeah, button configurations changing from one game to another. It will always trip me up. And because I always want to experience the game as the devs intend the players in to experience it in. So I try not to change control schemes. I trust the devs to have good reasons to use a certain scheme. Maybe I'm placing too much trust in game devs. Considering how I've found out about there's certain dumb shit that game devs have put, like the Monster Hunter game devs. They've actually failed to implement LOD, level of detail. So the game performs very poorly because trivial stuff like apples, for example, in a market store, which doesn't matter in a Monster Hunter game, they render it with like the maximum amount of polygon, even when the apple is far away in the background, which increases the GPU demand, which makes the game perform poorly. And it's surprising that this sort of dumbass behavior is still possible. And it's made by professional game developers, right? It's not working at a large studio, Capcom. It's not some indies just learning to code for the first time. Heck, it's entirely possible that if you use proper game engines, they will have placed all kind of safeguards that I won't say prevent, but minimize chances of such stupidity from happening. Like if you use stuff like game engines that are usually licensed to other game studios, like maybe Unity, which is dead, I know. Unreal Engine, which a lot of people have complaints for, and I do as well because of the infamous Unreal Engine stutter. But okay, I would like to think that those engines are less likely to cause this sort of beginner mistake, not using level of detail. In Final Fantasy VII, the remake and rebirth, there was really aggressive level of detail culling, where straight stairs in the distance can become like triangular blocky messes. I think I've noticed that when I was playing through it, and I commented it when I was streaming the game. Yeah, I commented about it. I think that's sort of stuck in my mind. It's a RE engine in Monster Hunter, a big open world game, open world-ish game. Not using it, it's just man. Oh, I'm here to rescue a scholar. I don't think I'll be in trouble. Alright, because this is not near any city. I'm most likely fighting bandits, and even if they are, you know, if they're sultans, soldiers or whatever, surely they're so remote around here that no one will report me to cops, right? I'm supposed to rescue the squaller, but are they all evil? Like, do I have a license to kill? These outposts are just so rare. For me, at least, playing this game. In AC Valhalla, there are plenty of bandit camps. I've experienced them thoroughly because I do the daily quest very often. But doing it in this game, man, very new, very fresh, shall we say. Alright. Do not kill anyone. Oh, this is gonna be a little spicy. Alright, where's the target again? I thought I found target. Oh. Alright, so he's in here. I do have sleeping darts, but still it's Baraya Sands. No. Well, also, smoke bombs. That can help a little. But I'm still dealing with an entire camp filled with bandits. How do they expect me to rescue the dude? I don't get it. Do I have to carry the person out, or is it just me wandering into the camp? Like removing their restraints or something, and they just follow me and run with me.
إنهم لا يتوقعون أي متاعب. يمكنني التسلل دون إراقة أي دماء على الأرجح.
Easy for you to say, motherfucker. Slipping without bloodshed. Yeah. Alright. Blow dart. If anyone notices me, it's... I don't have a non-lethal takedown on.
جئت لإخراجك.
الحمد لله. هناك مشكلة صغيرة واحدة فحسب.
تعرضت
لبعض الإصابات ولست متأكدة من قدرتي على السير.
لما اختطفتك قطاع الطرق؟
اكتشفوا أسطورة قديمة حول كنز كبير في هذه المنطقة. ولأنني مؤرخ مشهور افترضوا أنني قد أنفعهم بتحديد.
Alright, so I can't just like... I'll automatically place the dumbass down. So... Let's see. Because I've never carried anyone before, I don't know how the game react. Like, I thought I could just tank the damage, carry Scholar outside, fulfill the criteria of technically not killing anyone while rescuing the Scholar. But then, you know, once the Scholar has been officially rescued, and then I can just, yeah, start murdering every single person. Apparently that is not the way the game wants me to play it. I still use the same route, although maybe if I fail again I might try new routes. Specify.
إنهم لا يتوقعون أي متاعب. يمكنني التسلل دون إراقة أي دماء على الأرض. جئت لإخراجك.
الحمد لله. هناك مشكلة صغيرة واحدة فحسب. تعرضت لبعض الإصابات ولست متأكدا من قدرتي على السير.
Oh, fuck you! So...
لما اختطفك قطاع الطرق؟
اكتشفوا أسطورة قديمة حول كنز كبير في هذه المنطقة.
No! No! Alright, so the fucking pawn is blown and everything is just goes to shit. No. Gotta do it easily, or do I have to just meticulously knock people down? Or leave this quest until later. Until I've changed my blow die into the type that can just permanently knock down bandits. Oh, right, I haven't used my smoke grenades as well, so that is
إنهم لا
the
يتوقعون أي متاعب. يمكنني التسلل دون إراقة أي دماء على الأرجح.
There's only one way to carry the guy out. No, there are two ways. That guy will see everything though. And I have to like start knocking him out. And these dudes will also like notice. It will be much easier if I have the right tools. So sorry, Scholar, you're not getting rescued anytime soon. Because I want to do it right now. I want to do it with the bonus condition of not killing anyone.
هيا هيا.
Oh, is there another one of those caravanserai? Seems abandoned though.
انطلق يا إنسان.
Strep says abandoned caravanserai. I do see enemies. Ooh. Gear.
ماذا ترى يا إنجيدو؟
Good thing there's no stipulation about not murdering anyone here. Wait, I forgot. My stuff is explosive right now. My throwing knife, it's explosive. Well, I don't have to. I need to blow up orange jars. the knife alone somehow packs TNT in it. Oh, too high, huh? I thought I could, like, assassinate the guy from here. Yep. Just removing potential sources of trouble. Really. This explosive jars could cause me trouble. I happen to be fighting enemies in a melee combat. I just realized if I'm doing a lot of missions... What is with the physics? Yeah, but yeah, if I'm doing a lot of missions outdoors, I'm not going to be stressing my GPU all that much. Or my CPU, for that matter. Right? Stress it out, I should do more missions in the Forbidden City. Forbidden City, no, Round City. Alright, every time I think of, you know, some emperor, or some king, some kind of royalty choosing to have an exclusive place for themselves, first association is Forbidden City. That's what I think of. Why can't I move them? What's the purpose? There must be a purpose. Yes. Right, these explosives are actually regenerating, I think. I don't think they can blow apart the door. It's meant to... Am I meant to carry... Yeah, I think so. I'm meant to carry the jars like in AC Valhalla. I think, I'm not sure. Cannot? Okay, I can get up the barrels. Jump, yes. Walking on tightrope while carrying a burning barrel, that's definitely not going to be nerve-wracking. Oh. Maybe I don't need... Because I can use a knife and solve the problem. Yep, that ain't solution. No, this is not how I change weapons. This. Oh! Fuck you. Out of ammo. Oh. Right. Dang. Got lucky. I got unlucky and then a little lucky in the end. I would hate to have to find some way to collect some throwing knives out here in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Let's see. Evacuation order. That's it. I'm done. Ever since those bandits invaded Badaraya Sands camp, it's been one attack after another. We'll take what we can carry and lock up the rest. Hopefully the lock will keep them busy and we have a chance to get away. Right, so 4 more occupants. That's why they abandoned caravans around. Too many bandits. Bandits everywhere. What is this review though? a path with nothing interesting, it seems. Oh, okay. So, okay. I could have chosen not to waste any knives if I carried the explosive all the way from here to here, and then I blew up this side. Yeah, this puzzle could be solved without using any knives. But if you have knives, then, oh, like I did, I can use them and waste them. Usually in puzzles where you're supposed to use knives to solve them, game is nice enough to give you free knives. Have I cleared place up, so and on to the excavation then. Wait, there was something about an oasis to the south as well, I recall. I hit one sword. Neat. Every 5th hit poisons the enemy. Unfortunately, it's not fully upgraded. Right, so I'm trying to think. Right. Weeping Palms. Jajaraya. The gift. Weeping Palms is all the way over here. Well, I'm gonna check out the oasis first. I keep getting the impression that there's something over the oasis. I obviously see a leopard there, but somehow the game's not warning. Oh, another one. Oh no, it's not a leopard, it's a deer. A gazelle, perhaps. Ooh. Convenient fast travel point. There's no way I'm gonna break my horse's leg if I ever try to jump down from that. I mean, I could get off my horse and climb down, but the boss sim that I play as is a bit of a lazy person. Just rides everywhere. Doesn't want to walk if he can help it. Like, who can blame him, right? He spends most of the time crouched and sneaking around. Must do a lot of damage to his back and his knees and everything. So he welcomes any relief that he can get. This particular form of, I don't know, deer or antelope. Whoa! So freaking aggressive. Yeah, but I see them in... Yeah, the symbol of the Qatar Airways, so... It's definitely iconic wildlife for the region. But yeah, is that fucking deer coming back for more? Like, does he really want to pick a fight with me?
هيا.
Oh, the excavation site
أحتاج
is.
إلى مساعدتك.
Holy. Okay. It's big. I don't know how populated it is. Have we seen the fam now of bad guys? Right. Workers, not a problem. Supervisors, on the other hand. Some of them carry machetes and somehow they're not considered evil. I can't drop this thing on them and kill them. Suspicious. Maybe they're the good guys planning to launch an attack against these bad guys. There's a requirement for me not to kill anyone, so maybe I just leave piled dead bodies everywhere. My favorite activity, and this is Assassin's Creed, right? This is not the pacifist Creed. It's not a forbidden area, technically I can just stroll in.
هذه أعمال حفر هائلة. ما الذي ينوون فيه؟
Alright. Oh, these guys are opportunities as well. Alright, let's see which way to go in is
أعمال
best.
حفر هائلة. ما الذي ينوون فعله؟
Ooh, that's cool camel.
يصيبني بالسقم. أريد التقيؤ.
أيا كان ما ستفعلينه، لا تسألي عن الطبيب حسان.
أعرف. سأختفي تماما كالآخرين.
عارف. I know.
ماذا يحدث الآن؟
Okay, don't look for Dr. Hassan because he's bad doctor or what?
عمل مدهش يا صديقي. هل تنقب عن شيء للخليفة؟
هذا ليس من شأنك.
بقايا الحضارات القديمة تثير اهتمامي. أتمانع إذا ألقيت نظرة بالجوار؟
تفحص الصخور القديمة قدر ما تشاء، لكن لا تلمس أدواتنا وصناديقنا.
لا أجرؤ على ذلك. أحتاج إلى عينيك يا صديقي.
Right, so there are clues in chests. And there's a chest here that I might want to take a look at.
مرتزقات يحرسون الموقع. لابد أنهم وجدوا شيئا مهما.
متى نتقاضى أجورنا يا زعيم؟ نحن سنتقاضى أجورا بشكل أو بآخر. ليس لديهم الكثير لسرقته، لكن ذلك أفضل من عدمه.
Alright, technically it's not on alert yet.
هل أنت زعيم عصابة حاملي ندوب المعارك؟ لابد أنك تتقاضى أجرا جيدا.
ليس بالقدر الذي نريد أن نتقاضاه، أؤكد لك.
أتؤدي لي عملا صغيرا؟
ربما. ما طبيعة العمل إذا؟
أترى رجال الخليفة المتأنقين هناك؟ أحتاج من يعينني عليهم.
لندبر شيئا.
Just one token to hire when I have 28. It seems like a good offer.
تتحدث كمرتزقة حقيقي. إليك عملة تقديرا مني.
ويحك، إنه عمل شريف.
Okay, so if I'm detected, then the guards will get whack. It's not necessary though.
لست موضع ترحيب هنا، ارحل.
Careful enough. Oh, 3 of them.
حراسة تحت أشعة الشمس الحارقة. طوبى لعباقرة بيت الحكمة.
هذا العمل خطير ونجس. إننا نزعج أشباح الكافرين.
Ghosts of ancient unbelievers. Yep, not gonna kill the guy. Did I use gas?
رويدك.
That is good. No limitation on murder. What's up? I'm not getting too greedy. Let's see, Captain's order. Keep an eye out for these wretched miners. Some of them are hiding valuable objects or artifacts in nooks and crannies of this place. They'll hide them, come back for it at the end of the day, then take off when day ends. Okay. Let's move very quickly. Oh. What? It's not seeing shit, right? If I... Great.
هذا الصندوق عليه ختم أحمد المميز. لابد أنه ملكه. مثير للاهتمام. خطاب إلى أحمد من الطبيب حسان. لابد أن أحمد في المستشفى ويعمل مع هذا الطبيب. لكن ما علاقة مبتكر شهير بطبيب؟ لابد من وجود رابط ما.
Ahmed is with Dr. Hassan, although I didn't get a chance to read the letter. Brother Ahmed, exciting news. The artifact you helped us uncover at the ruins hums with remarkable power. I've conceived of a device to repair it, but I am no engineer and require expertise. Find me at the Bimaristan. Hurry. History awaits. I've been to the Bimaristan before. Let's see. Dr. Hassan summoned Ahmed to Bimaristan. Injured workers at the Bimaristan are missing, and a maskman threatened Hamid to keep quiet. Oh. Right, let's just get out of the danger zone ASAP. And that's it. I felt cheated spending the token on the mercenaries, but the insurance, right? The insurance. So it's not that bad. Doctor. Alright. So it's at the Bimaristan. get there. Just fast route. The other thing is, I think with the dying down, okay, maybe not complete dying down, but lack of excess heat means that for once I'm actually feeling a little hungry. I actually end the stream just to eat something. Let the weather's cool down.
ماذا؟ لابد أن هذا جنون.
This is gonna be a very short stream then. But one of the nice things about lack of expectations. It's really weird. Okay, so right now I feel too full to the point that I feel like vomiting, but I'm also hungry. That is the problem right here. Oh. You could just wander in the Creed Mirage style, right? No one's gonna take issue. I do hear way more coughing around this place. Hope it's nothing infectious. I don't want the ending where my character dies because gets infected by some untreatable disease. Untreatable for 7 or 8th century.
المكان الذي يجتمع فيه أفضل معالجي بغداد. العثور على الطبيب حسان سيدلني على أحمد.
Maybe in the Mirage set. It's not certain that he's in here though.
شخص آخر من موقع الحفر هذه المرة بإصبع مكسور.
إلا أنه بعد علاجه جن جنونه تماما.
من الأفضل ألا نتحدث عن هذه الأمور.
You go mad after being treated for a broken finger? What sorcery is this?
أحتاج طريقة لدخول حجرة الطبيب حسان.
Dr. Hassan's office. No admittance without proper authorization. Please look for the head nurse if you need any help. It's locked with a key. I don't know how challenging the theft option would be.
كم هذا غريب.
There you are. Just gonna borrow your key for a sec. Press Y. So many people in these Mirage stars, right? Could be anyone who took your key. Could be anyone. Definitely not me. The guy with one nipple showing. One nipple guy. That's me. Good. Close it.
هذا هو شعار التنظيم. كل هذا يثبت أن الطبيب حسان واحد منهم.
Dr. Hassan is one of the members of the order just because he happens to have a mask. Am I spoiling the game if I take a screenshot and this goes up into like social space? It's like, oh no. It's very important story information that needs to be kept under wraps. This Dr. Hassan that we have never met before happens to be a member of the Templar Order. You've spoiled the story. How could you?
هذا الخطاب يثبت ذلك. حسان متورط في التنظيم إلى أخمص قدميه.
Neck deep in the order, huh? My dear Al Rabisu, the efficacy of our discovery. Work on the device progresses wonderfully. The engineer will unwittingly prize the key to unlock its infinite potential. New parts I mentioned last time are en route to the House of Wisdom. The hour of our order is at hand. So this is the conclusive proof. So we're not gonna be stabbing a guy for no good reason. This is conclusive. What was his name? Al-Azzaha or something? Al-Azdaha. Doctor. Well, seems like he's gonna get a stabbing soon. I recall having looted this place. Maybe the loot has respawned. Okay. No, I haven't looted this place. No.
لدي علماء مصابون بالحروق هنا.
Okay. Burn scholars. They got burned by the sick insult. Eavesdrop on the doctors. Oh. Dogs are not. What, eavesdrop maybe are hide in the bushes or something? How about eavesdrop again? Is there a special function? Do I just hang out next to them, blend in? Maybe I blend in like this. Too far away? Alright. Yo. I think maybe but okay. They've already given me a waypoint to Ahmad. And I think I can just rescue him. It'd be a shame if I just miss out on conversation though. Alright, fine. Wait, who are you?
أستميحك عذرا. أبحث عن الطبيب حسان.
ليس هنا. يختفي دوما عندما يحتاج إليه أحد.
أتعرف أين أعثر عليه؟
لا أعرف. جرب هذا المختبر.
وداعا.
Arif is no, and La is no as in negatory. So not knowing something is La Arif. La Arif. I don't know. La Arif. La. 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 La Arif. I don't know. La Arif. I think the waypoint is for Dr. Hassan. Maybe if I eavesdrop, I get a fancy way of killing him, but it seems that the game is bugged, so... Oh. Let's try this. Yeah, it's just completely bugged. I think the moment I went upstairs, the opportunity to eavesdrop just gets cut off permanently. Alright, well. Not gonna stop me from stabbing people. That I can guarantee. Well, that is way too packed. If I was a tier 1 operator, I would call it a target-rich environment, but I'm not. I prefer that my environs are a little less target-rich. Right. Why, visit?
مهلا ما كان ذلك
Look at my hand with one missing finger.
على رسلك
It grants me the ability to use a hidden blade. Now that I've introduced you to my hidden blade, oh shit, you're dead. It's gonna attract a lot of attention. Why is that guy not highlighted? Anyway. Yeah, this... This shit is not good too. Too much excitement. Too much excitement. I could just use the stairs actually. Oh, how foolish of me. Alright, he noticed.
ماذا؟
You can tell I'm just new and fresh in a game session when I have the patience to slowly murder everyone step by step. Instead of saying, fuck it, I'm just gonna go berserk. Oh, fuck. Alright, he's not coming over. Might notice the cops though. Yep. That waste. I think I wasted a knife. Fuck. Now we have a bunch of people who are perhaps a little overexcited. Oops, I shouldn't have done that.
عندما أعثر عليك سوف
Alright, you two are agitated.
لست هنا صحيح لكني سأجدك.
3 of them. 3 people. 4. Why do I have to murder all of them? I don't know. I don't have to actually, but why do I feel compelled? Even though the game doesn't ask me to. I think that's a bigger problem.
رويدك.
Oh no, a corpse.
سأسلخك حين أجدك. ماذا؟
Mother? Mother? Mother?
ماذا إذن؟ ما الذي؟
Gotta hit it. Gotta hit it.
رويدك.
Yeah, I resolved puzzles, right? So that means I've been here. Yeah, I've retrieved the items in chests. Target doesn't show up. I just realized if he was an assassinatable target. Ah, but there's something over there. So maybe I need to approach that place. That's what I need to do. Or
ليس العيب في أساليبي بل في الآلية نفسها. إنها تحتاج إلى مزيد من المختبرين للبحث. إنني بالتأكيد لست بحاجة إلى تدخل مبتكر عديم النفع في العمل العظيم. ألست أنا الأزدهى العظيم المخيف؟ ربما لا يجب أن أجهر بذلك. ركز يا حسان.
ركزي حسان. Focus. Focus on dying.
مات الطبيب والآن حان وقت العثور على أحمد وحل هذا اللغز اللعين.
باسم، ماذا جرى هنا؟
أين كنت يا أحمد؟
كنت بالجوار، إنني دائما بالجوار. هل لا تخبروني بما حدث؟
أتدري بأن هذا الرجل يعمل لصالح التنظيم؟
لقد دعاني منذ بضعة أسابيع بعد أن وجدوا شيئا في الصحراء، آلية قديمة من نوع ما. احتاجوا إلي
ولم تطرح أي أسئلة.
لا أطرح أسئلة عندما يتعلق الأمر بالعمل. وأنت؟
أخبرني بشأن هذه الآلية.
إنها تفتح مسارا داخل العقل إلى العالم القديم. هذه الآلية بشكل ما تفتح أبواب الإدراك.
هل رأيت هذا بنفسك؟
لا، لكنني سمعت حكايات عمن رأوا. إنهم ضائعون يا باسم، لأنهم يعتقدون أن ما رأوه هو الواقع. يعتقدون أنهم ينتمون إلى هذا العالم القديم. لم أكن أعرف شيئا عن تورط التنظيم. لو كنت أعرف لجئتك. إنني فقط انغمست في الأمر. أنت تعرفني يا باسم.
Fine, I trust you.
ستغادر هذا المكان وتعود إلى المقر. إن لم تخبر أحدا فلن أخبر مخلوقا.
مؤسف أن تنتهي تلك المعرفة دائما بالوقوع في الأيدي الخاطئة. صحيح يا باسم؟
The wrong hands? What do you mean? Assassin's hands are the wrong ones? Great work. Ooh. The order is building a dangerous machine. The book is key to the order's Auru. What? Aurabisu translation progress. Thanks to your masterful deception with fire, the House of Wisdom, the prisoner is translating the nameless book as we speak. You shall not set foot outside the scriptorium until the work is done. Once we have proper insight to the artifact's inner workings, we shall get our great work, our functioning Zara. Oh, okay, yeah. The woman that we murdered. It was asking for iced tea or something. Yeah, Zara. This Zarik, the book burner. That's the one we stabbed. That she wrote that. Ahmad, one of the most ingenious Banu Musa, Ahmad ibn Musa, who actually sort of is working with us, the assassins, right? And it turns out he accidentally worked for the Order. What a shame. With these sort of a heating device. Alright, cool. How do I leave though? See, enlightenment, it was the barest glimpse of the brightest realm. The glare stripped me of my shadows and I knew myself a selfish man. For who am I to hoard what lies beyond the door? The ignorant should tremble at Auru, but I, Azil, should take them by the hand and slowly, as children torn from sleep, should they rub their eyes, blink at the light, and totter trembling into new morning. And so language being used is oh, this is how I leave then. Yeah, so language being used is something that I expect from I won't say crazy people, but
فوضى عارمة ضمادات رأس لكن هذا مستشفى على كل حال.
oh, now we have another corpse to add to the pile. But yeah, sounds like sort of writing that people who are extremely convinced about what they're doing is right will do, will write. You can just jump out.
علي العودة إلى المقر.
Clean. And with some skill points. Yeah, no hesitation there. I want more twos. Oh, since I'm going to Bureau anyway. Oh, frame rate struggling. I'm not truly struggling, but it's not the best. Oh, 4 Markets Gate. Wait. 4 Markets. There's a gate called 4 Markets Gate. Oh, alright, so wait. This is the 4 Markets. And then this is the 4 Markets Gate. What? How far? I would call this the Hammam Gate, not the 4 Markets Gate. 4 Markets is like way over here. Okay, let's check. The enigmas. The gift. Towards the bridge where we first quartered near the gate famed for its markets. 4 markets gate is this. And the closest bridge is this one. Right. Why are you standing guard like that? I don't like it. Says a suspicious man who's afraid of law and order. Now this is towards the south. I say it floated towards sunset, right? So it should be to the west, which is like this direction. Huh. Well, Fariuzi is too shallow for me to dive. So, this is the right gate, isn't it? There aren't any other gates that matches the description. Cast my gift into the river, so I bore towards the bridge where we first quartered, near the gate famed for its markets. Made sail on towards the setting sun, far beyond my view, bearing with it every hope I had of us, me and you. Oh, this is a gate. No, this is the bridge near the gate famed for its markets. And then it doesn't match us the flow or the direction towards the setting sun. Maybe more towards here. Oh, it can't be too far, right? So I'll search along this, although it doesn't really make sense for the setting sun to be in that direction. Direction of setting sun, maybe they're just trying to indicate where it traveled. Like, it went from here to here. That's the direction of the flow. I know I'm traveling against the current, but fuck it. I don't know if whatever that's thrown is washed up and end up at the banks instead of underwater. Okay, now I'm gonna take the right path. This is weird. Weird. I find it weird because I'm so convinced I'm right that the failure to find whatever fucking trinket it is, it disappoints me profoundly. Oh well. Guess I'll just end up at the bureau. Well, well, well. Well. Okay, fine. The bureau it is.
باسم انضم إلي على السطح.
All right, bro.
فلتصحبك السلامة في رحلتك.
باسم كنت أعرف أنه أنت. ليس لديك وحدك أعين ترى من بعيد.
إذن يا تبت، هل ملأت الشوارع بالأعين والجواسيس؟
هكذا حياة الرفيق. لولا معرفتي أين كنا سنصير؟
المعرفة أداة، سلاح، يمكن استخدامها في الخير أو الشر، والتنظيم يستخدمها في الشر حقا.
ماذا عرفت؟
الفساد مستشر جدا داخل بيت الحكمة. إنهم يستخدمون كتابا قديما ليبنوا جهازا خبيثا.
لقد سمعت شائعات عن هذه البدعة الكفرية، يطلقون عليها العمل العظيم.
يجري التنظيم تجارب على الناس، تجارب قاتلة. لقد ردعتهم بشكل مؤقت، لكن شخصا يدعى الرابيس يدير الأمور في بيت الحكمة.
ألديك فكرة عمن قد تكون شخصية رابيس هذا؟
إنني أشتبه في العالم الكبير فاضل فهيم.
ذلك العجوز الواهن؟
الأدلة التي جمعتها تخبرني بذلك.
ربما سيقيم بيت الحكمة ندوة كبيرة قريبا. اجتماع غير رسمي للعلماء، درس، مرطبات، لغو، حتى إن العظيمة عريب ستحضر. اذهب تجسس على هذا المدعو فاضل بحذر، لكن لا تشهر نصلك في الندوة. لا نريد أن نكشف أمرنا بعد. لكن إذا كان فاضل مذنبا وبمفرده، فحينها كلف السم عليك لدغه. لكنك لابد أن تكون متأكدا.
Look, you already gave me a feather.
سأكون متأكدا.
I already stab other people with less certainty without a feather, so definitely someone will be stabbed. But all this talk about not being certain if it's Azil. All this talk. Like, I don't know. The game is trying to set me up for something. Like, I'm gonna accidentally stab a guy, they're absolutely certain that it's a bad guy, and it's like, no. Your instincts were wrong. Mark a successful assassination. It's not the entire truth, right? It is used to mark a successful assassination, that is true, but it's only for very important people. It's not just assassinating random mooks, which I've assassinated by the dozen at this point. Or by the hundreds, maybe.
سلاما يا صاحبي.
تسرني رؤيتك.
Are you armored? In any case.
ما الجديد في الورشة؟
هاك ما لدي.
Noisemaker lures guards away from Basim. Knocking down enemies non-lethally. Yeah, that would be nice, right? I have missions where I have to take down people non-lethally.
أرأيت ما يكفي؟
إذا كنت تستطيع تحسين هذا.
تفضل.
I have enough resources. Let's see. 40, 70, 25. Yep. Boop. And boop. And boop. Oh, 150. That's detonation by whistling. White bursts. Targets caught in an explosion lose defense. Alright, take down more people. And knock them down for 40 seconds. Okay, that'll be nice. And rage is also neat. I got 4 of those too.
لا شيء آخر؟
I'm cool.
مساعدتك لا تقدر بثمن.
إلى اللقاء.
كتاب شعر من تأليف عريب المأمونية الشهير. إنه مولع بشعرها حقا. مرحبا يا تبت.
مرحبا. ألديك أسئلة أخرى؟
You're looking a little pale there, but
شكرا يا
yeah, I don't have any questions other than that. Let's see. What is something that makes less noise? More focus when I stab people? Not yet. Not yet. I only have 5 major guys that I need to stab. So I'm almost like halfway done with the game. So long as I choose not to drag it on any longer.
أرني الطريق أمامنا.
Why is this? Oh, right. I need to find some guy who is at some sort of market to get the key from him. I think. Let's try again. Muhtasib, market inspector. In Bazaar, many dangers awaited. Rigged weight scales, prices inflated by merchant cartels, and counterfeit goods. Luckily, one could count on the Muhtasib, market inspector, to keep it real. Appointed by the Caliph himself, the Muhtasib had multiple responsibilities. The most important ones were to ensure the use of sound weight scales and measures in the market, and to check that goods were well made and fairly priced. That goods were... How can you determine if goods are well made? By gut instinct, I guess. It's not a very scientific period of time, although I know Arab science is very developed, but still. Anyway, other responsibilities could include ensuring trade routes were clear of traffic, that water supplies were not polluted. Falling foul of the inspector of his assistants could be punished in a variety of ways, including fines and confiscation of goods. Well, like in modern day we have food safety inspectors, so that sort of shit carries through hundreds of years later. We also have things like Consumer Protection Agency. Anyway, being a mutasib was considered a prestigious appointment, which denotes the value Abbasid society put on trade and integrity in the marketplace. The Arabic root from which mutasib is derived has connotations around calculating and accounting. It was also a pious one. The word itself came from the religious concept of hizbah, a Muslim obligation to command the good and forbid wrong. It's not wajib, but this is hizbah, a different sort of obligation or duty. The market inspector was therefore an important figure of any Muslim city. Not only the most knowledgeable and incorruptible was supposed to hold this office. Supposed. It's a steel yard balance used in markets. Is there like two different sort of steel that I see? Or maybe it's mixed like steel and copper. It's not copper. In fact, it's all green now, so maybe it's not made of steel. It's made out of. I keep saying the word copper. What is it? Bronze, right? Maybe it's made of bronze. Bronze is an alloy of copper. Because copper, if you don't make alloys out of it, it's just gonna oxidize very rapidly. This is from the 8th to 9th century in the Middle East, from the David Collection, Copenhagen, Denmark. No comments on why this ended up in Denmark. Here's chess. Book delivery notice. Your order of books has arrived. Do drop by soon to collect them. Why is there a random note about book delivery? What is this place? I see chains, some hay. Slavery. Oh, okay. Queen giving birth with domestic servants in Hariri's Makamat. 13th century copy of a 10th century original, Iraq. Yeah, those are definitely nipples. I don't know if it has been censored or not though. This region that my cursor is hovering over. Slavery was a key feature of the global economy of medieval societies and was central to great cities of the Caliphate age. Data indicates that the majority of enslaved people would have worked in domestic service, with each household maintaining 1 to 2 of them. Sometimes they were depicted in artworks, as here where female domestic servants are shown attending a noble woman in labor. The enslaved population was therefore considerable, and these men and women play a vital role in ambassador Baghdad. Theoretically, Quranic law forbade the enslavement of free-born Muslims. However, in practice, this distinction was murky. The key to being legally enslaved lay in a perception of outsider status, which can be defined by religious practices, cultural customs, or belonging to rival political powers. Thus, in the Abbasid Empire, enslaved peoples were brought from the lands of Rome, the Byzantine Empire and Christian West, India, China, Central Asia, Africa, and Europe. So, yeah, outsiders are just free to be enslaved. Enslaved people were most often casualties of war, and all medieval peoples lived under the danger of enslavement by neighboring rival states. People could be prisoners of war, part of a tribute levied on a submitted neighbor state. Indebted people, children sold by their parents hoping for a better life for them, or victims of piracy. In the medieval global economy, sale of people into slavery was normalized and seen as property exchange. Once legally deemed enslaved, individuals could not escape his status until manumission. Yeah, this is not chattel racial slavery, where once you're not just you're enslaved, and then anyone that you give birth to are enslaved. Yeah, everyone from your race is considered fair game as slaves. That's why, hay and the chains. I think this is where slaves were served.
لا داعي لذلك. سأرسل والدي في إثرك.
أنت ألا تهدئ من روعك؟
Right? There was some talk about the market. No, I think I was the guy who was talking about the market. Right, this place is locked. And no, don't push me and don't start a fight, please. Yeah, so I think the same locks. They're open. I think these are the same locks. I find one key. Then it should open the both doors. Can't be 100% certain though. Off to purchase carpet. So I'll be in the silk quarter if you need. Yeah, okay, so I was looking for a silk quarter. This is slavery, this is paper making. Where is the silk quarter? You can tell me it's all the way here. The bazaar. It's cookman's quarters. If I have stumbled across a silk quarter, it should have a name displayed, right? The game wouldn't be so cruel as to tell me to go to some place called Silk Quarter, but actually does not indicate where it is on the map. I mean, freaking metal factory and dyeing factory appears on the map, so surely something as significant as a Silk Quarter will make an appearance. But it took me a long while before I found the Four Market's gate. Tuesday market. There's so many markets. Ah. I seriously don't see it. The palace is not a Silk Quarter. This sucks. But I haven't been to these places either. Right, none of these historical sites are lit up. So, historical site, not lit up. Not sure if it can be the Silk Quarter. I guess it kind of encourages you to explore the whole game map a bit more thoroughly instead of just blindly rushing through everything. It's not a bad thing, really. Another chest. Another freaking chest. Yeah, probably don't want to be here. Tax collectors mentioned. Taxes. The Abbasid state relied on taxes and coin or in kind to pay for its numerous expenses. Tax rate depended on the religious status of the taxpayer, with Muslims paying less than their Dhimmi neighbors. So it's how to get you to convert to being a Muslim. Technically, free-born Muslims are not supposed to be enslaved, and you also pay less tax. Now, 4 types of taxes made up the bulk of the Abbasid state revenue. One was levied only upon Muslims, the zakat. It was a voluntary almsgiving prescribed by the Quran as a necessity for any Muslim who could afford it. Around 730, it became a compulsory tax of 2% of someone's total wealth over a certain minimum threshold. 2 taxes were levied exclusively upon non-Muslims. The jizya was paid by every free sane requirement for you not to be crazy. Yeah, by every free sane adult non-Muslim male residing in the empire. At the beginning of the 9th century, its rate was 48 dirhams, about 3 grams of silver for the rich, 24 for the moderately wealthy, the merchants. So merchants are not always rich. And 12 for the poor, craftspeople, laborers. It could be paid in kind, including any merchandise, but not in pigs, wine, or dead animals. Can't eat pigs, so can't pay your taxes in pigs. A Muslim tax in pigs. I'm gonna get in trouble. Because I do know that it's in a country with Muslim and with Islam as official religion that does collect taxes from pig farmers. But I guess technically, it's money, right? It's not, you're not collecting in kind, you're not collecting pigs, you're collecting money that's made from selling and raising pigs. And it's a different story. Yeah. Anyway, and non-Muslims also paid the Kharaj, tax on agricultural land. Its rate is unknown, but it must have been higher than Zakat, as not having to pay Kharaj was considered an important incentive for conversion. Incentives. Economic incentives in religion. It all comes down to political economy. Piety matters not at all, religion. It's all political economy at the end of the day. Marx was right. Finally, there was the ushur, a tithe on imported goods paid by any merchant, male or female, Muslim or non-Muslim. Its rate could vary and the value on which it was calculated, value of the day or fixed value of produce, dependent on the time and needs of the government. Its payment was the object of frequent complaint by the empire's inhabitants, and many inmates were sent to prison as ushur, debtors. So ushur is just sort of like, we're gonna tax it. If we all of a sudden we have a need for a lot of money, we're gonna raise it. So it's very arbitrary, and it's definitely gonna piss a lot of people off. This is a gold double dinar, 934 Iraq. Gold must be super rare back then, and well, gold is still rare now. But yeah, it's definitely definitely worth a lot. Gold dinar. Alright, so this is tax collector's mansion, not where I want to be. Silk market. Silk quarters. Right, there's something here, but this is Oil Makers District. Based on the quest that I'm supposed to do there, so not where I want to be either. This is a gate, so nope. This is gonna be another gate. Maybe. This is a big ass bazaar. Oh, I spy daily concept art. Neat. Now this, I think this is more like it's about sand mining operation. A harbor dredging. Keep those harbors clean if you want ships to dock there. I hate that there's only like 2 zoom levels, so I haven't explored the inner city, so fine. So this cartographer, not my concern. Restricted user. And maybe this. Oh, I managed to get. You only use like 1 level. No, okay. Alright. Yeah, no, I didn't do anything. Nothing was changed. I was mistaken. I've been looking for excuse to go into the round city anyway. Test the FPS. So far, it's not as bad as I feared. Oh, yeah, this is my question. It's a harem. Caliph's mother. It's rather impolite. Maybe not impolite, but I've been influenced way too much by American culture. See the word mother, and first thing is like, oh, you're trying to insult me or something. Caliph's mother. This is a coin struck in Al Khaizuran's palace, 809 to 810 Baghdad, Iraq. So the head of the harem was the mother of the caliph, who ruled over it as a sort of personal court. Through her direct relation to her son, she could exert considerable control over the empire, as act as an essential political player. Most were originally enslaved concubines brought from outside of the Muslim world. After having born a son to the Caliph, they could acquire the highly sought-after title of Walad, mother of the child/heir. Though rare, in some cases she could even attain the status of a legal wife, even though the stigma of her enslavement remained and could always be invoked. For instance, Al-Khayzuran, the wife of Caliph al-Mahdi and mother of Harun al-Rashid, was originally an enslaved Yemeni concubine. Coin bearing the name of a palace complex suggests that she acted as de facto ruler after the death of her husband. Indeed, becoming the mother of the Caliph would bring her considerable power and wealth. From the heart of the caliphal palace, Walats used their network of servants, eunuchs, and entertainers to structure charitable foundations, fund important works of architecture and infrastructure, manage their own properties, and treat with potential political allies. Attaining this status implied political struggles. Now, more things change, more they stay the same. Well, this is pretty much how politics work in a lot of capitalist countries as well. And this also mirrors court politics back when China was in its medieval period. Although I don't recall, well, the emperor has a harem, but they're not exactly enslaved. But well, since the emperor has so much power over your life, you do kind of feel like a slave if you are a member of the emperor's harem. And yes, political struggles is trying to become the emperor's wife, though it's not to become the mother of the emperor. Although there are stories about how mothers of emperors manipulate their child and so on. Anyway, that's a different civilization. Now, let's see. After giving birth to her son, an Walat's priority became convincing the Caliph to name her child as official heir, to put her on a collision course with other women whose sons could claim the caliphal title and their supporting factions. Unruly or rebellious brothers could be dealt with by assigning them to posts in distant territories, while fratricide was frowned upon as impious and therefore inappropriate for a ruler in the Abbasid age. Conspiring to take the throne could, in rare cases, lead to execution. Yeah. So who? I assume it's the emperor who's ordering the execution of their mothers? Oh, not their mothers, but their wives with children who try to take the throne. Oop, oop. The cat doesn't like that. Now what about this place? Oh, I think... Okay, so I need to like make a white berth around harem. Alright, you and your political games. Enjoy yourselves over there. Eunuchs. This is an ivory carved casket. 966 to 968, Cordoba, Spain. I think this guy's missing a spear. Probably broke off. The eunuchs were castrated men who enjoyed powerful positions at the opposite court. Chinese emperors also used a lot of eunuchs, right? Because it point was to was hoping that because eunuchs are incapable of bearing children, they wouldn't have designs upon the throne. So eunuchs were castrated men. In this case, in the opposite court, who also enjoyed powerful positions. Yeah. Not just in the opposite court, but Islamic courts of the Caliphate age. Although they were enslaved, served their ruler in many capacities as elite court administrators, educators, treasurers, messengers, bodyguards, and military commanders. They also supervised the creation of luxury goods, such as this ivory carved casket. One of their most significant duties would be ensuring the security and management of the harem. Consequently, they often collaborated with powerful women of the court. You have women who want to secure positions, the position, in fact not positions, but the position by their sons, the caliphate position, and they have eunuchs with ambitions as well. That's a recipe for all kinds of interesting events and instability as well, perhaps. Aside from the Abbasids and before them the Umayyads, many other courts have used eunuchs throughout history, especially those of Tang China, Byzantium, and Sasanian Persia. In all cases, the justification for their employment was that being childless and far from their own families and native lands, eunuchs had no other ties to compromise their loyalty to the caliph and the elites they served. Status as castrated males meant they were not subject to restrictions on interacting with women, unlike uncastrated males. Therefore, they had the freedom to interact with both men and women in the court and to move in any space, especially in and out of the harem. As such, eunuchs could act as messengers and political operators, serving as a link between the private and public spaces of a caliph's life. They were also often relied upon in politically sensitive situations, transmitting news of the ruler's health or even death outside of the harem, and commanding armies in civil wars and rebellions. Commanding armies, huh? Finally, eunuchs could be important members of court factions, especially those involving caliphs' mothers and mothers of caliphs' children. This could have dire consequences if they ended up on the losing side. Yeah. Now, because castration technology wasn't exactly all that good, and plus, castration is just a fucked up process in general. Castrated men, eunuchs, right? Eunuchs are universally men, castrated men. Yeah, they are known to have issues when it comes to pissing. They stink. They often stink of piss.谁来啊？是我。Alright, one more place. What is this? Oops, sorry. Wait, I still haven't discovered the place. What? I'm literally like almost standing on top of it.
لنعثر عليها لاحقا. إنها في الخارج بجوار القناة على الأرجح.
Door bar and there's gear sheds. Ooh. I see a problem. I got a knife. I have to test it, whether it's gonna cause a lot of commotion. Alright, so I can't just solve this thing by using explosive knives. I thought explosive knives are kind of like AC Valhalla, where you get to sort of like cheat by using explosive arrows to solve puzzles that require you to use explosive barrels. Oh, I see explosive barrels. It's all well and good, but how do I... Yep, I see the routes. Some bird is making that noise. Here goes nothing. Don't worry, I have infinite torches. Although I can't seem to aim it right. The game is deceptive. Seriously? Alright. Oh, Jahi's house. Okay. Oh, Jahi's. See, there's a 17th century copy of 10th century original. Two hares eating berries in Al-Jahi's Book of Animals. Abu Uthman al-Jahiz, al-Jahiz means the bug eye, was a prolific 9th century writer considered to be one of the finest authors composing in Arabic of all time. All time! Wow. Like, until now? From 9th century? Okay. Born into the poor family of a black Himalaya, his witty writing style attracted the attention and patronage of Baghdad's high society, which he proceeded to delight in satirize, which proceeded to delight and satirize in more than 120 books. He was really hate high society. Understandable. Poor family, right? Al-Jahiz's specialty was composing works of adab. This literary corpus sought to represent through eclectic examples the mix of good manners and high culture an ambitious and government official caught hanging on or scribe was expected to possess in order to shine in elite circles. For example, elements of history and poetry, famous rhetorical retorts, jokes, anecdotes, and so forth. As such, Al-Jaziz's books touch upon many different subjects, making still relevant observations. In his Kitab al-Hayawan, Hayawan, that's also in Malay, Hayawan. It also means the same thing, animals. Kitab al-Hayawan, for instance, he describes the more than 350 species of animals known at the time, and remarks on how environmental factors create new characteristics in organisms that are passed to the offspring of surviving animals. So he might be earlier than Darwin when it comes to describing evolution. Besides selling fish during his childhood, his only known professional activity was write and appear in intellectual salons, majlis. Hence, he is one of the first professional writers in history. According to legend, even his death was linked to his love of literature. While rummaging through his vast collection of books, he is said to have been crushed by a collapsing bookshelf. So when did he... What was... He was from the 9th century. This game takes place in the 8th century, right? Or was it 9th? I forget. In any case, still, you know, it's a neat fact the game introduced me to, so lack of historicity is not that big a deal. Oh, hey. Neat. Upgrades. I'm actually still looking for the silk market. Anyway, where was I? Right. It's not smooth. It's maintaining 68, 69 FPS is actually neat. Yeah, that doesn't look like a silk market, but you'll see. يلا يا الله لا لا no no الله أعرف I don't know الله أعرف another treasure Mazakin quartz. I want access to whatever's inside. Oh yeah, the FPS not doing well. It's not gonna be easy because I'd have so simple as just me climbing up, opening the door. Door is locked. That much is clear. Hmm. Wait, seriously, is that it? Let's just throw it and open the chest. Okay. I can complain about my good luck. Oh, luck has nothing to do with it. It's more like game devs deciding not to inconvenience the players. See, I'm cool with not getting chest that just gives me more upgrade material. To upgrade 2 that I do need access to more stuff. There's way too many people over there. Wrong two. But oh. It's not B, it's X. Wait, I thought... what does the explosive thing used to do? I thought it was supposed to knock them down. What? Yeah. Now I have my concerns. Serious concerns about the usefulness of trap. And I'm safe. Alright, Muslim Quartz, very cool. Not what I'm looking for. Where's Silk Quarters? Ah, this is a nice one. It really does look like Basim is flying. Silk Quarters. Foreign markets is such a annoying place. Oh, there's another gate here, and then some historical site, another thingy over there. Let's check it out. You have a name, right? You have a name. And it's Kid of Tahir. Tomb of Zubaydah. Zubaydah bint Jafar. Daughter of Jafar, Zubaydah bint Jafar. The daughter of Jafar is just the bint Jafar part. Yeah, so Zubaydah was one of the most famous of the Abbasid princesses. Her charitable and pious foundation made her a well-loved figure in her time, a figure whose memory lives on as a recurring character in 1001 Nights. Zubaydah grew up in the Abbasid court of her grandfather, Caliph al-Mansur, 74 to 7075. A legend tells that he chose the name Little Butterball, so Zubaydah means Little Butterball, to describe how she was the best part of the family, just like butter is the best product of milk. Huh, really? I didn't know butter is the best product of milk. Kind of a little presumptuous, maybe a little arrogant to choose such a name. Anyway, after marrying her cousin, great cousin marriage, huh? After marrying her cousin, Caliph Harun al-Rashid, 786 to 809, she became a powerful political operator and generous patron in her own right. Most famous endeavor was the improvement of a pilgrimage route leading from Iraq to Mecca, later called the Darb al-Zubaydah, Zubaydah's Trail. This was an important charitable project towards which she directed extensive resources. She built herself a large and lavishly furnished palace in Baghdad, in which she hosted her own intellectual debates, poetry recitations, and theological discussions. So I guess she was just nicer than average to people below her, and that's why she's beloved, because she's just less cruel. At the death of her husband, her son Al-Amin, reigning from 809 to 813, succeeded him as caliph. 4 years, reigned for 4 years. A civil war soon erupted between Al-Amin and his half-brother Al-Mamun, 813 to 833. Yeah, so you can tell who won, it's Al-Mamun, with the latter gaining the upper hand and besieging Baghdad from August 812 to September 813. Zubaydah supported her son throughout the siege. Why would you not support your own son? Anyway, Zubaydah supported her son throughout the siege, moving away from her palace to remain with him in the Round City during the final stage of the fighting. In the end, Al-Amin was captured and executed. She was quickly exiled from Baghdad, came back to the city after a few years. Upon her death in 831, she was buried in what is described as an unremarkable funerary monument. It became a frequently visited spot for pilgrims about to start Hajj, wishing to thank this most famous of Abbasid queens for her charitable works. Yeah. Basically, just be slightly less cruel, less extractive, should I say. Don't hoard all the wealth they extracted from the poor people. Give some of it back. And all of a sudden people will think that you're some kind of saint. Problem not solved. I still haven't found the alleged silk quarter. Ooh, lost book. I doubt this will be easy, but let's check that out. But silk, where is the silk quarter? Don't tell me it's, let's see. Anbar is just Anbar. There's Winter Palace and Anbar. It's not big enough to warrant its own silk quarter. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe the silk quarter that I'm scrolling way too fast past a lot of landmarks and scroll past silk quarters just like that. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, right, I forgot. Gates. And the guards won't be happy if I start climbing. Alright. Call to prayer.
ماذا ذهاب؟
يفترض أن الندوة هنا، حيث يشارك ألمع الأشخاص في بغداد حكمتهم.
Oh, symposium. Shit. I wasn't ready to continue the main mission, but...
المكان خال. سأستخدم أسلحتي مجددا عند الحاجة.
Oh, okay. So, if I do the main mission, I won't be permitted to use my weapon because it's supposed to be verified before I stab the big bad evil guy. Long abandoned.
أمسكته.
Right, I'll get the next two next time. Well, since I'm here already, and I quote-unquote have nothing better to do, then
يستحسن ألا أستخدم أسلحتي هنا.
alright. I'll be a peaceful man. What's up? I got you a
لديك
boat.
شيء من أجلي؟ جيد جدا. من المؤكد أن أحدا في المدينة لم يرى هذا. إذا عثرت على مزيد فستجدني هنا.
Oh, I didn't even check out the boat. Oh crap. Oh, wait, no. I think I saved. Oh. Al-Khwarizmi Al-Jabbar. This man Al-Khwarizmi is some sort of mathematical visionary, and I met him briefly when I was young. I had snuck into the House of Wisdom. If I understand correctly, algebra is a way of balance to find the answer to a mathematical question. It feels like a larger metaphor for life, to create balance. Is this not what the hidden ones are trying to do in the world? The algebra comes from algebra. Algebra. Yeah, alright. important mathematical treatise.
يستحسن ألا أستخدم أسلحتي هنا.
Alright, bro. Here's your book. You can have it. I don't
لديك
need
شيء
no
من أجلي؟
math.
جيد جدا. من المؤكد أن أحدا في المدينة لم يرى هذا. إذا عثرت على مزيد فستجدني هنا.
No, just now I saw graphical corruption or if it's just I don't know if it's GPU failing or the game engine failing. I hope it's not the game engine failing. Not the GPU failing. I hope everything is fine and stable and cool and good.
معذرة، أبحث عن درس العالم الكبير.
سيبدأ درس فاضل فهيم حول أسلاف البشر السابقين على الطوفان عما قريب. استمتع بمخزوننا من أطايب الطعام والمرطبات اللذيذة من فضلك حالياً.
Antediluvian. Antecedents of humans. So they're talking about the precursor race.
المترجم، ما الذي يفعله هنا حتى الآن؟ يا حنين، كان ينبغي أن تتمهل العودة.
أعرف، لا أزال متوتراً، لكنني لم أستطع الابتعاد عن كتبي.
لا مفر من تأدية واجبنا دائما.
وداعاً.
Oh, a real addict. Gotta read books. Gotta get all that knowledge.
أين الشاعرة عريب المأمونية؟ أين عريب؟ تمنيت أن أنال نفحة من هالتها العظيمة. من النادر رؤيتها خارج المدينة المدورة.
المحبوبة في الحديقة تتأمل جمال وكمال الطبيعة.
أن يكون المرء زهرة بين يديها الحكيمتين هو إلهام لبيت شعر ركيك.
لابد أنها مرتاحة لتحررها من رعاتها الأثرياء.
لعلها تعيش حياة مزدوجة مثيرة وسرية، فتخرج من قصورها خلسة بحثاً عن الإلهام في حياة العامة.
أشك في ذلك.
Oh, to be a flower. Alright, the poet Arab is resting in eastern outer courtyard. So now I know about eavesdropping. I'm supposed to sit down somewhere, point my camera at a group, and then press R trigger to press down right stick to start exploring opportunities. Why is she here?
قلت لك سأراك بالجوار.
بالفعل. وما الذي أعادك؟
أريد أن أريك شيئاً. تحتوي فتحات بيت الحكمة هذه على أكثر الحلي والأدوات غرابة.
سبق أن جئت هنا يا نهال. هذه حجرة أحمد بن موسى. أكنت تتسللين إلى هناك؟
Unusual diagrams in Ahmad's workshop. So is Ahmad actually like still evil, despite claiming that he doesn't know anything about the guy he's working for being a part of the order?
يصيبني بالقشعريرة، كما لو أنني أقترب من سر كوني.
تقرأين كثيرا عن السحرة والمدن المفقودة والمدفونة أسفل الكثبان.
أنت لا تقرأ بما يكفي. لعل هنالك عوالم أخرى، أناساً آخرين بالخارج وسط النجوم.
هذا هراء.
Aliens from beyond? Nah.
أحمد وإخوته قادرون على تصميم بعض الأجهزة المدهشة.
أخشى أن كل أفكاره ليست عملية بهذا القدر.
لا تختل بنفسك، فالعالم مليء بالعجائب.
Seems like my energy levels are belatedly dropping low. I am yawning now, so maybe I'll finish up this quest and end the stream. I think at least during low temperature days, like when it's like 20 something degrees, it's stable. If I really want to stress test it, I need to wait for a hotter day to really stress test it. And quite frankly, if there aren't any more hotter days to come, I'll be very happy. So I don't necessarily have to stress test it. My CPU's stability.
هل هذا يذكرك بكوابيسك؟
لا، بل شيء من البيمارستان أو مخطط تدريب للمستترين.
أجل، الطرق السريعة للقتل بصمت، موت في ثوان.
Those are assassins, like really good doctors, because they know how to murder efficiently. DNA? Do I spy DNA? Double helix?
لقد رأيت هذا الرسم التوضيحي من قبل. هل هذا ما أردت أن تريني إياه؟
نعم، لقد ذكرني بذلك الغرض الذي وجدناه في القصر. ما هو؟
رسم من كتاب قديم.
هناك شيء تخفيه عني.
لن ترغبي في معرفة ما يحدث خلف الأبواب المغلقة.
لماذا؟ لأنك أيضاً لا تعرف؟
لأنه كما قال درويش، من الأفضل أحياناً ألا نعرف الحقيقة وراء ما يجب علينا فعله.
الحقيقة يا باسم هي أن كل شيء هنا نصب عينيك، لكنك ترفض النظر إليه. هذا يتعلق بك، لطالما كان الأمر يتعلق بك منذ تلك الليلة.
لقد قطعت عهداً يا نهال، أن أترك حياتي القديمة وراء ظهري وأسلك مسار الظلال هذا.
وربما ستعثر على النور يوماً ما، لكن حتى ذلك الحين سأسير خلفك في كل خطوة من مسيرتك كي أذكرك بألا تنسى من أنت.
هل ذلك تهديد؟
لا أعرف.
Oh, glad we had this heart-to-heart chat. But wait, if we did not explore this clue, then am I just gonna miss out on this very crucial conversation? I feel it's crucial. Right, Eastern Outer Courtyard. East is here, right? So this is courtyard. It's not. All right. How convenient. Have a chat with my childhood friend. Definitely not lover.
ها هي الشاعرة التي يحبها تبد، التي تظهر أشعارها باستمرار في أماكن غير متوقعة.
أيا روح الرمال، حادي سفينة الصحراء، من بعيد الديار أسمعنا ومن فسيح الفضاء. ما مست الريح ثغرك البليغ لتشفى، نشيد السراب يغني وقبلة سراء.
The kiss, the grips. Ode to Al Bahamut. As in the summon? Final Fantasy summon Bahamut. No, I know it's supposed to be like native to Arabic legends. We are born upon the back of Bahamut below. All that bars us from the black is Bahamut below. All should fall to chaos, but for Bahamut below. Our weakness betray us, but for Bahamut below. Far too great for mortal eyes is Bahamut below. So they ignore and despise Al Bahamut below. Yet those wise enough to love Al Bahamut below should ever shepherd those above. Bahut below. My dream of some hideous creature, some monstrosity lurking beneath the sands. Perhaps that is Bahamut.
ماذا؟
السماء والبحر بعيدان، لكنهما في عينيك أنت وحدك يلتقيان.
لقد قرأت أشعاري. ومن أنت يا ترى؟
محب للشعر ليس أكثر، وللنظام أيضا. أم هل أقول الفوضى؟
لا أعرف سوى شاعر واحد ممن يحبون الفوضى إلى هذا الحد، وهو علي بن محمد. هل أنت من محبي عمله الغث؟
التنافس بينكما أسطوري، من شأنه تعزيز الصناعة، لا يسعني الاختيار.
أنت لبق للغاية، لكنني أفضل البحث عن الإلهام وسط هذه الأزهار البديعة. طاب يومك.
Right, inspiration is Ilham. But I spoke something wrong, and then she's pissed because I love both her and her rival, a rival poet who is inspired by chaos. Okay. Is it creepy that I'm just following her? Fine. Seek your ilham there, your inspiration.
استمتعوا بوجباتنا الخفيفة الوفيرة وكياسة زملائكم الضيوف.
Alright, it's starting.
قد يكون ذلك العالم الفلكي واحدا منهم، إلى أني أشك في ذلك.
Yeah, this is from a... It's definitely not a bad guy, but he also appears to be wearing big beard from...
سيدي، لقد تشرفت بمعرفتك.
من الجيد رؤية الشباب يستمتعون ببيت الحكمة.
تعتقد أن العالم الكبير سيلقي درسا جيدا؟
لا تهدر وقتك في الاستماع إلى ترهاته. لقد كتبت العديد من الكتب العملية والتأديبية بدلا من ذلك.
عن أي الموضوعات؟
لقد كتبت باستفاضة عن الساعات الشمسية والأسطرلابات والنجوم والكواكب ومحيط الأرض.
مذهل يا سيدي. سأقرأ مزيدا من أعمالك قريبا. وداعا.
Yes, definitely gotta read about astrolabes and astronomers.
الدرس على وشك البدء. علي الرجوع إلى الكهرمان.
Chief servant. Come on, alright. Let's return to the chief servant. Hi.
أستميحك عذرا. هل درس فاضل فهيم على وشك البدء؟
بالفعل. تفضل بالداخل.
مرحبا بكم جميعا في بيت الحكمة، مركز التعلم في بغداد، بل في العالم بأسره. أنا فاضل فهيم الكمسة، العالم الأول في بيت الحكمة وأحكم الحكماء. اليوم سأصدمكم بما قد يبدو كلاما كفريا صارخا. لا تخافوا أيها الصالحون، رغم أنني كهل فإن ذهني لا يزال حادا كالفولاذ. سأتحدث اليوم عن الخفايا، عن مخلوقات من العصر السابق على الطوفان. ألا يخبرنا الأنبياء القدامى عن عمالقة وجدوا قبل الطوفان، هجروا الله وعبدوا أصناما باطلة؟ أليس من الممكن أن يكون هؤلاء العمالقة قد بنوا عجائب وأعمالا ذات قوة مذهلة ضاعت من الآن؟
ماتت زهرة وحسان، قتلا بنصل حشاش.
ماتا؟
أنصحك بالاختباء حتى يصبح الوضع آمنا. نعتذر لكم جميعا، لكن درسنا قد انتهى. من فضلكم لا تترددوا في استكشاف حجرات بيت الحكمة الممتازة العديدة.
I'm certain it's him because it starts talking about giants who built
تسمي نفسك العالم الكبير يا فاضل. يا من تحرق الكتب أملا في أن يستر الدخان جرائمك. كم عدد الذين ضحيت بهم بحثا عن المعرفة؟ كم استخدمت وأذيت وتخلصت باسم الاكتشاف؟ والآن تختبئ داخل بيت الحكمة، البيت الذي انحرفت به عن غايته. لكنني سأعثر عليك وسأحقق العدالة لكل روح عاملتها بوحشية من أجل عملك العظيم.
Yeah, so the guy was responsible for book burnings and everything. Just so they can find out about those wonderful giants. They built great works of art, spoken about by the prophet. So, I have to assassinate Fazil, the great scholar. Leader of the order in Abbasia goes by the name of Rabisu, an ancient Mesopotamian word for demon. Rabisu means demon, huh? Now he stands revealed as Fazil al-Kemsa, a great scholar of the House of Wisdom, maliciously acquiring valuable books, conducting unholy experiments on human subjects. He is a living example of the perversion of knowledge. The great symposium has revealed him. Now it's time to strike. Yeah, like 8 freaking intel for this one guy. Let's save.
الخبر صحيح. فاضل يقود التنظيم في العباسية. علي ملاحقته.
Right, so he leads the symposium and I need to hunt him down. Also enjoying the effect of moonlight or perhaps sunlight filtering in from the windows. Oh great, I can save. I'm wondering if I can save because I'm about to drop out. And before that happens, I rather have the indignity of me playing a game and after falling asleep, I should actually just go take the nap that I need. Yeah, I tried to nap earlier, couldn't nap. That's why I came back. Like streaming, like playing games to pass the time, and now my body decides I need to rest. Good timing. Well, good job. Good job, body. Time for me to agree to your request and sleep. I make a system because I was thinking a seat or a seat. Anyway, yeah, I'm starting to talk nonsense now, which is a great sign that I need rest. So goodbye for now.